What's up, guys? Wolf Games here, and welcome back to Danganronpa. It's morning now.
Good morning.
I sat up, still half asleep, rubbed my eyes. Slowly, I pulled myself out of bed. I remembered I was in Saika's room. I just remembered I promised to eat breakfast with everyone else. I better get going. Okay. I left Saika's room and made my way towards the dining hall. A few people had already gathered at the dining hall by the time I got there. Hello, Makoto, and good morning. Can you believe it? I was the very first one here this morning. Good morning.
Hey, Makoto.
Morning. I suppose I'm early. I figured everyone would have arrived on time. Could be considered model high schoolers. And the ones who showed up a little late.
Yo!
Sorry. Well, hello.
My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. My morning duty took a little longer than usual. We're the types with more relaxed sense of time. Most high schoolers fall into this category. And finally, the ones who kept everyone waiting forever.
Indeed.
I suppose I'm late. Good morning, everyone.
My bad.
What's your problem?
Yo!
I didn't oversleep. Just so you know, I got lost. I blame the Bermuda Triangle. I don't care about time or other people in general. They're the kinds to move at their own pace. But regardless, everyone had arrived. At least that's how it was supposed to be. Go. Aren't we missing some people? Saika and Byakuya aren't here yet. I don't know about Byakuya, but I would definitely put Saika in the model high schooler category. So for her to be late,
What?
what's going on? Did something happen?
Yo!
Have you seen Saika? Why would I have? I just came straight from my room to here. Did she forget about breakfast or something?
However,
I got the sense she always has her stuff together. Listening to everyone talk like that, a small, dark speck of unease rose up from inside me. Uh-oh. I need to go. I have to check on her. The words had barely left my lips before I flew out into the hall. Where I headed first was my room, where I let Saika stay for a single night, where she was supposed to be safe. But over the course of that night, the room had been completely transformed. Oh, jeez. I better check the bathroom. Let's take a look inside. Oh. It took me a second to realize that I was screaming. What I saw dug its way through my eyes and buried itself in my brain. And then, everything went black.
Danganronpa.
Alright. When I opened my eyes, I found myself staring at a huge ceiling. It was a ceiling I remember seeing before, and when I sat up, I saw someone looking at me. Again, it was someone I'd seen before. You're awake, finally. Are you okay? Now, no time for sleeping. Get up. You were unconscious, dude. I had to carry you back here.
Well,
It's no surprise considering what happened. What happened? So that was real. Are you okay? So it wasn't a dream? What I saw, it was real? That's right, it really did happen. Saika is dead. A deep dark despair worked its way through my body, and then exploded out of me. I shot up and took off running. Where do you think you're going? I have to see for myself. I have to see if Saika is...
Just give up.
You can check once, twice, 1,000 times. Saika is completely and dead. I have to see for myself.
What?
Listen to us, man. What do you think is gonna happen if you go out there? Well, what good is it gonna do to just stay around here? I mean, why are we all hanging out in the gym at a time like this? Our friend Saika, she's dead. When I said that, it finally hit me. I realized she was gone.
Calm down.
None of us want to be here right now either. Why? Shouldn't it be obvious Monokuma, he told us all to come here? Hold on, don't talk like that. We all protested it. I mean, we remember the terrible price Saika had to pay, but
So,
I'm the one who convinced them to come. Right now, we need to do whatever he says. We're his prisoners, right? It's not a good idea to defy him without reason.
correct.
We don't need to make any more sacrifices than we already have. Why should we listen to anything he has to say? It's obvious he's the one who killed Saika.
wrong.
I would never do that. If you can believe anything, you can believe that. He's here again.
Hey,
Unless someone violates a school regulation, I absolutely will not interfere. I can promise you, I won't do anything that goes against its purpose of your school life here.
listen up.
I'm famous at safari parks through the world for following the Bear Times 1 rule.
But
Then, who did it? Who killed her?
Come on.
You already know the answer. One of you killed her. Nobody had replied to that. One of us killed Saika. Don't be stupid, that's...
What?
What's the matter? You guys all look like you're about to see a dove get shot up with a Gatling gun. Don't you remember what I told you when this all began?
Yahoo!
One of you decided to kill Saika so you could graduate. Someone just followed the rules. There's nothing wrong with that.
well,
You're lying, right? Of course she's lying. I'm telling you, he killed her.
Wrong.
Nope, sorry. One of you is now a bona fide killer. If they wanted to, the one who did it could testify to that little fact. Without thinking, I looked around at everyone. They all had the same look on their faces. Everyone looked at each other with a combination of fear, suspicion, and confusion. Are you serious?
What is this?
Someone killed Saika? It is amazing what some people are capable of.
Just hold on.
Don't just assume he's telling the truth.
Stop talking.
That's enough. Before we do anything else, I'd like to confirm something with the stuffed animal here. If one of us really did kill her, that person gets to graduate from the school, right?
Come on.
Don't play dumb. That's what you said, isn't it? If you killed someone, you get to leave.
What?
Why are you laughing? It's cause naive, you're so naive. You think it's really that easy, you can just kill someone and waltz on out of here?
Hey, come
You're
on
super
now.
naive. The real thing has just begun. The real thing?
Now then.
Are you ready? Allow me to explain the second part of the rule regarding graduation. Just like I explained before, you must kill someone if you want to leave. However, even if you do that, there's still one more part to the agreement you have to uphold, remember?
Then perhaps.
You're referring to rule number 6 of the school regulations. If you are the black and commit the murder, you can't be found out by other students. That is what you're talking about, right?
In other words,
Bingo. It's not enough to just kill someone, you have to actually get away with it. Which naturally means you need a system in place to assess whether or not it's been gotten away with.
yahoo!
So a certain amount of time after a murder has taken place, a class trial will begin. Class trial? Yep. They'll begin in a few hours after the murder. Everyone will gather together, including the black end who committed the murder. And they and the spotless students will all engage in one big debate showdown.
During the trial, you'll have to present your arguments about who you think the blackened is. And once everything comes to an end, the outcome will be decided by popular vote.
Okay.
If the answer you've arrived at is correct, only the one that disturbed your peace will be punished. The rest may continue their communal life.
So it's kind of like Ace Attorney, which I've never played, but I'm assuming that it's like this.
However, if you choose poorly, then the one who got away with murder will survive, and the rest of you will receive your punishment. Which of course means your school life will come to an end. As far as class trial rules go, that's all there is to it.
Okay.
Well,
So, what exactly is this punishment you keep talking about? Well, to put it simply, it's execution.
Yeah!
What?
And by execution, you mean
Execution is execution. Execution! Electric chair. Poison gas. Torn apart like a paper plane in a hurricane.
okay. So, to make sure I understand, if we get the culprit right, then only they die, but if we get it wrong, the rest of us get executed.
Well done.
What a smart little chimpanzee you are. Look at you employing that you didn't do it without actually saying it. So it's basically what the outside world calls a lay justice system, or an inquisition type thing, which means you'll be deciding who you think the killer is. But judge carefully because all your lives are on the line.
Uh-huh.
Okay, let me just add the rule just described on your handbook. Make sure you keep it in mind.
hey,
Hold on a second.
what the hell are you talking about?
You're insane. You know that?
What the?
A class trial? What is this? I don't want anything to do with it.
What's this?
Why not?
Stop it!
What do you mean, why not? Why do I have to waste time trying to figure out who murdered someone? Are you saying you're not going to participate in the trial? Only punishment awaits such blasphemy.
What the hell are you talking about?
Punishment? I don't know. throw you in a deep, dark, scary prison or something.
Shut the hell up.
Say whatever you want. I'm not going to be a part of this.
I
Don't be so
don't.
shellfish.
Stop it.
Did I just say shellfish? You're the one being selfish. Kill whoever you want. It's got nothing to do with me. The evil standing here before me, I'm trembling with fear. But I won't give in to such evil. It's my style to stick it out and resist till the very end. If you really want to get out of here, you'll have to go through me first. And as he said that, he came charging at us, although it was more of a waddle. But then...
Are you enjoying yourself now?
Are you? Violence against Headmaster Monokuma is not allowed. You violated a school regulation. I invoke the mighty summon spell. Help! To me, godly spear, Gunyear.
Uh-oh. Yikes.
This wasn't supposed to... Why me?
Suddenly, right at the end, her eyes shot wide open. And just like that, she never moved again.
No way!
I don't... This can't be real.
Well now.
Now, I am painfully aware of the great power and meaning of a promise. I really wanted to keep a corpse from popping up for no good reason, you know? But I guess you all needed to be taught a lesson after all. What an amazing promise. But now you guys understand, right?
Now you see just how serious I am. Defy me and you get shot full of holes, exploded, buried alive, disintegrated, etc. So, if you don't want that to happen to you, you best obey those school regulations.
Wow. Junko's body has been impaled with a bunch of spears. An unbelievable amount of blood started pouring out of her body. It was the first time I'd ever seen the moment someone's life came to an end. Nobody there could deny what they'd seen. Junko, who until just a second ago had been our friend, was dead. She died. She's been murdered. In simple terms, it was the death of a human being.
Hey,
It's really not all that shocking. She just died, that's all. And just went and died. It's no more remarkable than an inevitable demise of the entire human race. It's just as natural as the eventual end of the world itself. This isn't some superhero comic, so it's not like when you die, you don't really die. This is reality. Why did you have to kill her? Didn't you say you would put her in prison or something? I changed my mind. No, you've been wanting to kill this entire time.
what?
Kill this entire time? Don't be silly, you can't kill me. Kill time. Or are you being metaphorical? Are you saying I wanted to waste time this whole time? Come on, what do you take me for? I'm Monokuma.
Well now.
Anyways, none of that matters right now. I have something I'd like to give you to help you in your search for the Blackened. This little file has all the information I gathered about the death in question. I like to call it...
The Monokuma file!
I mean, naturally, you guys aren't experts at this kind of thing, so you can only do so much with a corpse. So instead, I've gathered up everything I know about the circumstances and cause of death. What's that? How do I know the cause of death, you ask? Because the surveillance cameras picked up the whole thing. I gotta see it all go down.
So then,
So you know who killed Psycho? Of course I do. If I didn't, I couldn't possibly pass a fair and accurate judgment during the trial, now could I? That's a good point. The judge has to be able to make a proper decision that's somehow comforting.
Well?
Now then, please put your full effort behind your investigation. After all, you don't have any choice but to give it your best shot. Seriously, you don't have any choice. Okay, so we'll meet up for the class trial in a little while. And with that, Monokuma disappeared once again. He left us stunted and confused. He left us at a total loss. He left us with Junko's dead body growing colder right in front of us. And for who knows how long, nobody said a word. In fact, the fact that Saika and Junko were dead was a huge shock, and of course. But there was more to it than that. It was also the idea that one of us had actually murdered someone. And that if we didn't find out who it was, we would all die here. We'd found ourselves in a situation where we couldn't help but look at each other with open suspicion. It was the worst situation imaginable, and yet, even in such a terrible situation, she didn't know the slightest hint that it had gotten to her. Now's no time to wallow in your depression. The worst thing we can do right now is lose faith in each other. That would lead to the same disastrous result as having total faith in everyone else.
in other words,
Cooperation is absolutely key at this point. Who you decide to trust or not trust is, of course, up to you. Continuing to think about and talk about the deceased certainly isn't going to help any.
What the heck?
Saying stuff like that is just... How many times have I told you, anyone who can't adapt will die? Death is the only thing awaiting those who are unable or unwilling to adapt. If that happens, you only have yourself to blame.
That's terrible.
One awful thing to say, especially after what happened.
just a second.
Right now, exposing the killer is the most important thing. Because if we don't, so we're going to die here. She's right. We need to begin our search right away.
Of course.
Either way, we can't run away from the situation, so we have no choice but to move forward.
What the heck?
We just have to do it, I guess. What other choice do we have? No way I'm letting someone kill me. Alright, let's go. We just have to do it. Everyone kept repeating this statement. They were using it like a mantra to give themselves strength. But they're right, well, we just have to do it. No matter how much we don't want to, we have no choice. If that's what it takes to survive, then that's what we have to do. On top of that, there was something I needed to find out. I had to know why Saika had died. Why she had to be the one. I'm terrified to find out, but still, I have to know. Otherwise, I knew I'd never be able to accept her death. Which is why I don't have any choice. I have to do this. Okay.
Just a second.
Hold on. Before we begin to investigate, isn't there something else we need to discuss? Oh yeah. What is it?
Hey,
Before we start searching for Saika's killer, we need to decide what to do about securing the crime scene. What do you mean? You're thinking of putting someone on guard duty so nobody can disturb the area, aren't you? After all, if the culprit decides to destroy the evidence, we're pretty much screwed.
Hey.
In that case, don't mind if I do. I don't like having to think anyways. I'd let you guys figure out who killed that chick. Okay, then we can let Mondo look after the scene. Well, no, we can't just leave him there alone.
What?
Why not?
Stop talking.
Isn't it obvious? If you were the culprit, what's the first thing you would do? To be volunteered for guard duty in your position to destroy all the evidence you want.
So then.
Fine. I'll stay there on guard duty as well. That way there's no problem. 2-player co-op based defense with the two of them. With their stats, they're totally OP. Since we won't be able to help investigate, we're putting our faith in the rest of you. I'm still pretty freaked out, but I'll try.
just a second.
Okay. Whoops, I didn't mean
Anyway,
to. We're going to find out who the killer is, because if we don't, we're all gonna die here. Okay,
just a second. Just a second.
but what else do I have to do?
Huh? Don't fuck with me.
Okay. She's dead? Then what's that mean? That means everything that happened so far is real? It's not a joke or whatever, it's real?
Let me out of here!
Someone save me, let me out of here. Somebody help me.
What's your problem?
You're just now accepting that? Okay. We need to hurry up and figure out who the culprit is.
Just a...
But how do I talk to get out of here?
Anyway, just a second.
But what do we discuss? Like, who? Okay.
Let me out of here!
Oh,
So you finally noticed. Noticed what? I was looking through the Monokuma file received, and I noticed something very obvious that's very unusual. What are you talking about? Go ahead, take a look. Notice anything interesting about where Saka died? She died in Makoto's dorm. She's right. Then could it be? Everyone, you guys turn to me. Hold on a second, you got it all wrong. For just one night, I traded rooms with her. I did it because she was afraid. You're expecting us to believe that? Just tell us the truth. Look, everyone, eyes had done a complete 180 from just a few minutes ago. The feeling of suspicion and fear had returned. In other words, you'd think I did it.
So then,
Are we done talking? We need to begin our investigation soon. At this point, we should split up. We need to get to the bottom of this and find out who killed Saika. We have to collect clues to form a foundation, then construct an argument to come to a final decision. If we get this wrong, do I really have to say anymore?
actually,
I'd rather you
Goodbye.
didn't. With that, Kyoko hurried out of the gym. I'll be going too.
Yo.
I'm on guard duty. I better head off to the scene of crime. That's
Hey,
right.
damn it.
Let me just say this right now. If whatever person did this here right now, and they're thinking of destroying that evidence,
Dead.
you better not let me find them. I'll skip the trial and cave their skull in myself. Okay then.
So,
I mean, we're not detectives or anything, you know, and we're gonna investigate a murder. How do we even do something like that?
anyway,
We don't really have to do anything in particular. We already know who killed Saika.
this is...
It was you. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. Don't come any closer. Are you gonna kill me next?
So,
I guess it wouldn't hurt to give it a shot. It's not for sure that Makoto's guilty yet. That's true. We may as well at least check, just to check. You know, even if I wanted to, I couldn't help in the investigation. Why not? I'm not good with blood. All it takes is one glimpse and I black out.
Yeah?
Well, whatever. I don't think anyone was expecting much from you anyways. I guess I better get going. Wait. Don't go yet. You have to hear me out. It was pointless. Everyone had already left. And their parting looks at me. Does everyone really think I'm the killer? How did this turn out like this? Seriously, they got it all wrong. Why do they have to suspect me? Have to do something, otherwise everyone will...
Execution is electric chair.
I can't let that happen. I can't let things turn out the way Monokuma wants. All I have to do is find out who really did it. Who really killed Sayaka. Alright. Okay. Victim was Sayaka Mizuno. Time of death is estimated around 1:30 a.m. The body was discovered in Makoto's room in the dormitories. All evidence suggests that the death took place in the bathroom. The cause of death was a stab wound to the abdomen. There was also an injury to her right wrist. Specifically, the wrist appears to have suffered a fracture. We have no choice but to push forward if we want to find what happened. Somehow, I have to find the truth, so we can all survive. And for Saika, I have to find out how she was killed. Alright. I believe the map shows, like, where I'm supposed to go and everything, which is helpful. Whoops. Oh, I thought there was, like, check marks where you're supposed to go. Or is that, like, in a later game? Can't remember. Alright. Well, I mean, I still know where I'm supposed to go. Anyways. Okay. First of all, I should see the crime in my room. Okay, so I head to my room where Saika's corpse still remained. Better examine the stuff in the room. Okay. So there's... looks like the lint roller... Looking at the lint roller, it looks like there was less than there was before. Did Sayaka see how dirty my room was and decide to clean it up a little? Maybe. Someone attacked it. What happened here? There's the sword. This is the replica sword I brought back for self-defense. It was used in an attack somehow, and plus, it's been taken out of the sheath. I hadn't actually looked at the blade itself till now. I shouldn't be surprised it's coated with gold too. On top of that, some of the gold coating has come off. Especially, yeah, it's missing some gold on it. There's the key. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. But yeah, there's that. Must have been some kind of fight in this room.
Wait.
Don't you remember, all the rooms are completely soundproof? If something could happen in this room right next to you, and there's no way you would know. Okay. Yeah, evidence of a struggle, and the keys. Yep, we traded keys. How did the killer get into the room in the first place? Could Saika have forgotten to lock the door? No, that seems impossible. Strange. Well, maybe she dropped the key somewhere and someone grabbed it or something. That's not possible either. Saika was in here when we switched rooms. And with how scared she was, she wouldn't have gone walking around. That is strange. Also, the music's great. I use this song that's playing in like the background of my Scream reviews, since that movie is a murder mystery as well. Anyways, yeah, there's scratches on the wall, more evidence of a struggle.
Well.
Okay. Let's talk to Kyoko. Hey, Kyoto. I quietly called her name while she was investigating the area, but...
What are you doing? Isn't it obvious?
No, not really.
I'm searching.
Okay.
Searching?
She was down on her knees, carefully inspecting every inch of
Did
the
you
room.
lose a contact or something?
I don't know what she's doing exactly, but it seems to be... She seems to be concentrating pretty hard on it. A few seconds later, she suddenly stood up straight and said, "Are you a clean freak?" "No, I don't think so, but what?" She glanced around the room one more time.
I see.
Interesting.
Hey,
Just I suspected there's something very unusual. What do you mean?
so...
I've searched your floor from one corner to another, and I didn't find one single strand of hair.
Indeed.
Really? Not one hair from the victim, not one hair from you, even though you've been living here. You know, now that you mention it, I noticed something while I was looking around before. I looked at the lint roller in the room, and it was used. Could someone have used it?
I see.
Very interesting. The room didn't have a single hair in it, and someone used your lint roller without knowing it. In other words, someone other than you came in and scrubbed your room clean. Was it Saika or the killer?
Well,
That's the question, isn't it? Interesting. Okay. Anything else in here? There's the thing. There's some scratches. Yeah, you would probably take it out of that before you would use it to attack. Can I go in here now? Anything in the drawers?
Yo.
Seriously.
What?
Come on, go.
What?
So you haven't used yours either
What?
then?
What?
Not just me. Nobody's busted theirs out yet, as far as I know. Actually, we were talking about it
By the
yesterday.
way,
None of the guys have opened their toolkits yet, because, like, why would we? That's true. As far as I know, there's pretty much no reason to use that in the school bathroom. And on the other side of the door, yep. I can't go in. I can't afford to freeze up now. Forcing myself, pushed my panic down, I stepped into the bathroom. Yikes. Psycha. All at once, I was overcome with dizziness, nausea, the urge to burst out into tears. But I can't hesitate now. Why did Psycha have to die? I have to uncover the truth. I have to find out what happened. I wanted to give up, I wanted to collapse, but that thought held me up and supported me. Okay. Only 2 places to look. I told myself I simply couldn't face what I saw, but now's no time to think like that. I pulled out the Monokuma file to verify what it said about the body. Sharp object has been thrusted into her stomach. That must have been killer blow. But whatever they used to kill her, where'd they get it? That's definitely something I should look into later. Also, according to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's right wrist is broken. Her wrist does look swollen and bloody, but there's something sort of glittery there too. It looks like gold. There's some blood on her left index finger, but that's... strange. So when she broke her wrist, that must have happened earlier. So it's very possible she broke her wrist during the struggle. The killer attacked Sayaka in the main room, which is when her wrist got broken. After that, the killer cornered her in the bathroom. Okay. Check this out. I looked past Sayaka to the wall behind her, and there I saw... What? Rune Blood's number 11037. Yeah. Look at this real quick, guys, because it's important. Especially if you look upside down. I'm not gonna say it, but you guys probably already know. Did Sayaka do this? Okay. Pretty much nothing else.
It would seem...
Looks like you found it, right, Makoto? The bloody numbers. I've never seen something written in blood before. It really wasn't her final message. It's as if she wrote it with life itself.
Right.
Do you often talk like an aspiring poet? But the numbers she wrote, what did they mean? 11037. I have no idea what that could possibly mean.
So...
The way she wrote the numbers makes me think she wanted to use her body to block them. If she wrote them in that location while she was sitting the way we found her, it means she must have wrote them by turning only her hand towards the wall. If you were to write something in that position, do you know what the result would be? The result?
Well,
think about it. You're not gonna tell me?
Makoto.
You need to uncover the mystery of this case yourself. Otherwise, the case will end and you'll remain I have no idea what you're trying to say, but it's obvious. You're not gonna tell me. Okay? Sounds like Kyoko knows that Saika's dying message means. But honestly, I have no idea. When it comes to numbers, he was better to ask than the ultimate programmer. There's one other thing I wanted to ask about. Do you know how the door to your bathroom got broken? Broken? Oh, you mean how it gets stuck?
What?
Gets stuck? Yeah, I guess I'm the only one, but the door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. When I first tried to use it, I thought it was just locked, but once you learn the trick, it opens no problem. Yep.
Correct.
So the door doesn't quite fit the frame, huh? But actually, I'm referring to the broken doorknob. The doorknob?
That's right.
You didn't notice? Well, just trying to close the bathroom door. I'm sure you'll see right away what I'm talking about. I did what Kyoko said and shut the bathroom door. The doorknob. It's practically about to fall off. Why is it like that?
It would seem...
Someone must have used a screwdriver or something similar to unscrew it. Whatever it was, it's obvious this was intentional. It was intentional. Why would someone want to do that?
So...
I guess maybe they were trying to get the door unlocked and ended up breaking the whole thing. But my bathroom doesn't have a lock on it. Only the girls' bathrooms can lock, right?
Just a second.
I have just one more question for you. You mentioned earlier that your bathroom door would get stuck, right? Did you tell anyone else about this? Well, I did tell Saika about it last night when we switched rooms. So what you're saying is only you and Saika knew about this? Interesting. She had the slightest hint of a smirk on her face. I got a sense that she was really starting to get into all this.
See.
Then that clears that up now. What clears what up? I'm lost.
Goodbye.
See you later. Okay. I still don't really understand any of this, but I've already given my room a good once over. Maybe I should look around somewhere else. With Saika dead, I have no choice but to see for myself what was on her video. And on top of that, I'm sure there's some other areas worth checking out too. Maybe I should see what everyone else thinks if they'll ever even talk to me. Alright. So let's check Saika's room to see her video. This is definitely my room, but the nameplate has Saika's name on it. And Saika's room has my nameplate on it. It's weird. The nameplates on my room and Saika's room were switched. So all of that effort put into switching rooms without anyone knowing was totally pointless. But why would anyone do that? Strange. Alright, let's go in. Okay. Yep, the DVD with Saika's name on it. Saika got really upset after seeing whatever was on the video. I wonder what she did see. It might not be directly related to the case, but it might be worth checking out. I'm sorry, Saika, I need to borrow this DVD. Okay. Let's go to the AV room. Oh, wait a second. I should, check out the kitchen first. Because there is something interesting about the kitchen, now that I'm remembering. Alright. Are you investigating the dining hall? Oh no, I'm just taking a break. Actually, I've been taking a break since we started. This is all a first for me, you know? I don't have a first clue what I should do. I know what you mean. And I don't know why, but being in the dining hall helps keep calm. So I know I shouldn't, but I've just been kinda hanging around here. To tell you the truth, I was doing the same thing last night when Psycho was killed. Okay. See the knives? There are all kinds of kitchen knives here, big to small, but it looks like one of them is missing. What is missing from the very beginning, or I better see if anyone else knows. Okay. I should probably ask Hina about it. Alright. So did you notice that one of the kitchen knives is missing from the dining hall?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, weird, huh? I thought it was kind of strange, and a knife suddenly disappearing like that. So it wasn't missing from the beginning.
That's right.
Last I remember, they were all lined up in a nice neat row. So when did you notice one of them had disappeared?
Well,
I went to go get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea, I went back into the kitchen to wash my glass. One of the knives were gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah. In other words, you were right there in the dining hall when someone came and took it. Then you should be able to say for sure. You can tell everyone I didn't come to the dining hall last night, which proves I didn't take it. Okay. By the way, did you really kill Saika? Of course not, I would never. Do you really think I murdered her?
I mean,
Well, she was killed in your room, right? So, I mean, you guys were supposed to be friends, right? But you still killed her? On the other hand, two people becoming good friends and then one killing each other is a classic drama setup. So when you consider everything together, I honestly have no idea. Alright. Now on to the... But there's one more thing here that is important that I remember. Over here. Okay.
Monokuma appears!
This is the end of the line. The trash room, this is where all the trash in the school eventually winds up. How'd you get this gate open?
No, you can't go any further!
This entry is no entry beyond this point. Only the person on cleaning duty is allowed.
No, you can't go any further!
Who's on cleaning duty?
No, you can't go any further! No, you can't go any further!
Okay then. Alright, now we can go see what was on the video. There we go. Okay. I should be able to use this to see what was on the DVD. The DVD that Saika threw in the garbage. I sat down in front of the screen and put the DVD in the player. I pushed play. The screen was dark for a few seconds, but then an image slowly appeared. It looked like some kind of concert, and standing on said front and center was a face that I recognized all too well, Saika. She was there along with the friends she had been so important to her. She was positively growing there, glowing in the front of the crowd, so full of life. Seeing that image made it even harder to accept that she was dead. My vision started to blur and darkness, then that voice I'd come to despair so much began to float out of the speakers.
Sayaka Maizono, the ultimate pop sensation, lead singer for a world-famous all-girl pop band. For these girls, the glowing spotlight only made them that much more beautiful. But then...
Uh-oh. The screen went dark. And at that moment, I saw something I could hardly believe. Saika had disappeared from the stage, which was now in ruins. But what I noticed even more than that were the figures of the other girls who had all simply collapsed.
This ultra-successful team suddenly fell apart. None of them will ever perform on stage again. None of them will ever feel the warmth of the spotlight. For Sayaka, there's simply nowhere for her to return to. So here's the billion-dollar question. What, oh what, could have caused the group to go to pieces?
Look for the answer after graduation. Without warning, the video cut off. That wasn't real, right? They're all they're a super famous pop group. Everyone knows who they are. Is he trying to say he was even able to get to them? If that really did happen, everyone in the outside world must be going crazy. What kind of person would take things this far? Okay. Where's Hifumi at? I need to get to him. Oh, there's a... I've already been here, haven't I? Okay. Fine. Nice. And why is there still a exclamation mark there? It's weird. There's Hifumi. I need to talk to him. Where is he? There he is. I'm looking for whoever's on cleaning duty. As a matter of fact, that's me. Why do you ask? It just so happens Monokuma talked to me yesterday and asked me to take care of it. Without someone on cleaning duty, the school would be flooded with trash in no time. So I formally applied for that position. I was gonna start this morning, but after what happened, I haven't had the chance to get started. And since you're on cleaning duty, you can open the gate in front of the trash room.
Here we go.
Of course. It's my job to gather up all the garbage and toss it in the trash room. And to do that, they gave me a key for the trash room. But we're supposed to rotate once a week, so eventually you'll be in charge.
Very strange.
Wait, hold on. You need a key to get to the trash room, and only the person on cleaning duty can access the key. What's the point of going to all that trouble? Why not just leave the trash room open all the time so we can all throw things out whenever we want? That does seem more
So
convenient.
in other words,
Actually, what does that have to do with anything?
so that's it.
That must be why. If anyone could go in and out of the trash room whenever they wanted, then destroying evidence would be easy. The thrill would disappear and things would become boring. True.
Hey, listen.
More important
Hey,
than
you
that,
bastard.
why do you want the cleaning duty gig anyway?
Oh.
I just decided to volunteer for something I knew no one else would want to do. What's the big deal?
You.
I know why you did it.
Is it like.
You want to dig through other girls' trash looking for, and poking around at it.
No way to think about this in a common sense kind of way.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
But there's all kind of trash diggers like that. Maybe you'll get tired of 2D, then turn to... I would never get tired of 2D. Okay then.
Give me a break.
How are you not totally embarrassed to say stuff like that? If you're so worried about Hifumi's questionable morality, then there's a very easy situation. Whenever a guy has cleaning duty, Sakura can accompany them for picking up the trash to dispose of it.
What?
If you're as innocent as you claim, where's the harm in it? That's not how it's supposed to. Anyways, on another topic, Hifumi, since you were on cleaning duty, I have a favor to ask you. I mean, you haven't helped me recover from a past trauma or save a village or be the boss. No, nothing like that. I just want help to get the trash room open. Okay. You would like me to open the gate, wouldn't you? When I look at it, it makes me think. They said that he killed his wife. He learned how to get by on the inside, but he never stopped dreaming. Okay. Just hurry up. Leave it to me. Hifumi, open the gate, and then... Alright, we're in.
Without a doubt.
Surely you aren't planning to use the trash room to destroy evidence, aren't you? You fiend. You planned this all along. I just wanted to see if the actual killer had tried to destroy any evidence or not. But the actual killer is you, isn't it? You want to see if you left anything behind. Maybe a parallel world. Just hurry up and keep looking. Okay. This isn't the incinerator. It's way in the back part of the trash room. Okay. Do you see the green and yellow buttons next to the mouth of the
Yes,
incinerator?
indeed.
It's a pretty simple setup. You press the green button to get it going and the yellow button to turn it off. Sooner or later, you'll be on cleaning duty, so make sure you learn before you leave. Someone turned the incinerator on. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here.
Is it a fairy?
Perhaps it was working with a fairy. Do you realize what you just said?
Huh?
A fairy? No, you just said the last time you were here, the incinerator was off. About that, there can be no mistake. If I've got one thing going for me, it's memory.
I feel as if...
Yesterday, as soon as I was appointed, I came down to check the place out. It definitely wasn't on then. I haven't been back to the trash room since then. And since I'm the only one who has the key to open the gate, it should be impossible for the incinerator to be on, and yet... But how is this possible? Very interesting. Yeah, that's the stuff to turn it on and off. Ooh, what's this? There's something on the ground in front of the incinerator. It looks like a burnt piece of something. Strange. A burnt piece like a hunk of burning love. What? Anyways, it looks like a piece of cloth, and the shape is part of the sleeve of a button-up shirt. And now that I look at it, that's definitely blood on it. This is all left evidence from the killer's stuff. A lot of people here with a white button-up shirt isn't enough by itself to figure out who the killer is. Okay. Also, what's this glass? There are shards of broken glass scattered around in front of the incinerator. It looks like it used to be some kind of glass ball. It's about big enough to fit in the palm of your hand.
Is this perhaps...
Is that... Do you know what this is? They say if you collect all 7, a dragon will appear and grant you a single wish. I haven't seen it, but I know what that's referencing. Kidding aside, it's the kind of thing you might see on any big city street corner. Gaze into it and it will show you a glimpse of the future. Just like that Mina girl who was on a quest to find that one guy. Don't know what that's referencing. I get what you're trying to say, but who did this particular ball belong to? There's only one person it could be. They should all still be in the gym. I better go find out for sure. This whole thing is quite strange indeed. When I was here last, the incinerator was off. Those glass shards and the burnt cloth weren't here. What does this all mean, Mr. Nyagi? Will you be confessing soon?
That's it. I'm sure
Everyone
of it.
already knows you did it, and the mysteries are being solved one by one. Yeah, I do know who that ball thing belongs to. Where are they? Over here. There you are. Hero, can I ask you something? I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of here now. I've had enough. Gotta break free. Snap out of it. Makoto, what are you doing here? What? Does this look familiar? That's my crystal ball, but it's all smashed. What the hell?
What the heck?
I only bought it because the guy said it was lust. He said it was unbreakable. So how did it break? Was it actually just made of glass and not crystal? Did that guy totally dupe me? He said it belonged to the pillars of history. Genghis Khan, George Washington, Napoleon. He said whoever controlled that crystal ball controlled the world. Was that seriously all BS? Let's put that aside from now. So you can say without doubt that this belongs to you. Yeah, it's mine for sure. I probably forgot it in the laundry room last night. Someone must have snatched it out. You left it in the laundry room? That means anyone could have found it and taken it. Okay. Thanks, Hero. That's all I wanted to know. Sure. By the way, I'm almost afraid to ask, but how much did you pay for that thing? Everything I saved up from fortune telling for 2 full years. It came out to be like $1 million. Yikes. That's pretty cheap, actually. I mean, considering it gives you the power to control the world. Oh my gosh. Alright.
I'm getting tired of waiting. What say we just get started, It's time for the long-awaited
Class trial.
Now then, allow me to appoint a proper location for the proceedings. Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
Okay then. The red door on the first floor. That's where I should go. No, where I have to go. Okay. Yep, this is it. I'm gonna do this next episode. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next episode.